said steamed hams. That's what I call hamburgers.
It starts with one.
My goodness!
I messed up! Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Let me see. I just realized I should probably play some music while I do these things, because it'd be pretty boring if I do a building thing and then there's no music in the background. But hello everybody. Hello Karmi, Kingdom, Essa. Yo Young Vandal, what up? Hope all you guys are doing well. Also, I think I broke my headphone yesterday. I only hear the sound from my right side. Because I dropped my headphone yesterday and it messed up the whole like port, USB port. Hopefully it's not broken, it's just a thing that happened and it's fixable. But it's all good. Let me see. Yeah, I only hear the sound on my right side right now. Dang. That's gonna be a problem, I suppose. Well, I kinda... You know what I think I'm gonna do? Do I have it? Let's see. How did you manage to harm your headphone that badly? I dropped it yesterday. Yesterday when I was opening up the drawer, I dropped everything and stuff. Anyways, hello everybody. Just gonna do a little bit click so my hands are visible. Let me see. I'm not gonna be playing any games today, I think, so I don't need that, but it's fine. Let me see. Do I have game audio, fighting game audio, Chrome audio? Okay, let me see. I think Chrome audio, I can put it up to a louder sound and play some music. Let's play some Katamari song. Let me see. Let me know how the sound is going. I actually never played Katamari. And then, but I like their song. Let's get the little thing come out like this. Why is it upside down? Is it always upside down? Maybe like this, right? There we go. If I move it up this way. You played idle? There's an idle game, Katamari? Oh. I like how the camo is upside down on the left side here. That's kind of funny. Anyways, today I kind of just want to do a chill stream. As in, I want to make these two things. Actually, there's another one I could make. I'll be back quickly. And also, I don't know if you guys were here yesterday, but I was showing off the things I bought from... Oh, that's kind of loud. Let me decrease the sound a bit. It's kind of louder than I thought it'd be. There we go. So, yesterday I was showing off all the things I bought. Like, I got Suisei acrylic. Kirby acrylic is from the anime convention. This I got a while back, so now I have it, so I gotta make it. I'm also doing a quick little gacha game on my side. I think I can take a break from that for now. Let me just turn it off. Speaking of gacha and idle games, right? Gacha games are like I think one thing I kind of like about these mobile gacha games is that you can take a break from it, and when you come back, it's just as if you didn't miss anything. Also, I'm drinking beer right now because I'm kind of feeling it. Sleep, man. Anyways, Tulio, what up? How's it going? Wait, are you guys still playing right now? Oh, you guys are not playing anymore. Yeah, sorry I missed out the gaming today. I had to leave early to get my car checked because this brake was pretty messy. I need to grind Street Fighter 6. Yeah, I haven't played Street Fighter 6 in a while. I need to play more games. I'm just too busy these days. And then when I get home on a weekday, I just want to sleep. Wait, I'm still doing the grind thing on the phone. So I'm gonna do that. I just streamed a few minutes ago. I'm kind of vibing right now. Oh, nice, nice. Good stuff. I think I saw you streaming. I think you're practicing Melty Blood, right? I think I was lurking in your stream a little bit, and then had to get out to the auto shop. But anyways, let's get this on the road. Let's start with the Imperial Star Destroyer. Look at this thing, eh? I think the reason I bought this is because it looked cool, and my family and I vibe with Star Wars. Especially the Empire vibes. Not that we like them, but you know, they do got some cool looking ships and whatever. So I'm gonna turn off Azure Lane. I can take a break from that. So let's start with this. How do I even open this? First step is to open this thing. How do I open this thing? Here it is. I think this is it. There's a little slot down here. I was challenging myself, yeah, another journey to go through. I get that, I get that. Fighting games be like that, eh? I do like fighting games in the sense that there is a huge challenge that you gotta overcome. And when you do overcome it, you do feel pretty dang good about it. Like, it doesn't matter whether you beat the opponent or not, personally for me. Like, as long as I'm able to accomplish what I wanted to do in that match, I feel pretty good. Like, even yesterday in Skullgirls, when I was getting my ass beat, I think my goal wasn't to win, but more so just to be able to do some combos and like BMBs that I can do in a match. And I feel pretty good doing that. Fighting games is a mountain that just keeps going. Yeah, I kind of like that. Oh, look at this thing. Can you guys see this properly? Looks fancy, eh? Got the little instruction shit going on. Oh, that's pretty big instruction. Whoa, that's a big instruction. Holy crap. Assembly flowchart. Yeah, I'm excited to see how the more fighting game stuff is gonna go. Alright, let's see. Yeah, kind of this feeling of doing something you think you wouldn't really think you can do. Yeah! No one is even close to perfect, there's always room for improvement. Yeah! I like that. I like that about the fighting games. You're always improving, you know? And no matter, I think with fighting games, no matter how you do, there's always gonna be somebody else out there who can beat you. You know, just wait a while. Oh, there's two. Just wait a while, and there will be somebody else to come and step up. You know, like even if you're #1 fighter in a specific game, in few years there's gonna be somebody else who's like willing to fight you. You know, so there's always time to improve and whatnot. The moment one guy perfect pairs everything in 6, there's room to improve. That is true. Alright, let me see. This kind of reminds me of Gundam, eh? 1 and then 2. So 1 is this. What's 2? 2 is this, eh? So I gotta take these out then. I hope I don't have to. I hope I don't require any like. Oh, I do need it. wire cutters and tweezers. Wait, do I have wire cutters? Oh, there's no room to improve because it'll be flawless defense. Yeah, like who was that guy who did like perfect parries as JP at Evo? That guy, right? Well, let me go look for a wire cutter and tweezer. I'll be back. Yeah, Kakeru from Grand Finals. Yeah, that guy. Nah, that was good stuff. Anyways, I found this. I don't know if it's enough actually. I feel like I'm not gonna have to cut it properly with that, but you know what? Let's just use our hands. I'm not trying to be perfect here. Oh my god, I'm gonna break this, dude. Oh, sheesh. Sheesh! I'm gonna break this thing. Yeah, perfect parry seems pretty damn cool. Yeah, I'd be down to be able to do that kind of gaming too someday. How do I make it straight? There we go, that's straight. Because this reminds me of Third Strike, and being able to parry in Third Strike feels pretty good too. Like even in Street Fighter 6, even if I'm not perfect parrying, if I parry like certain moves, I feel like I'm a pro, you know? That game really does make you feel like a pro sometimes, and then make you feel like you're doing so badly when you like get throw looped. It makes you really feel like you're terrible at the game. So that game really does help you, and like that game really does what am I saying? I'm getting distracted by this thing not coming off. Oh my god, I bent it. I'm bending everything, bro. I do need to have some sort of cutting thing. I don't have a wire cutter, but I do have a knife. Let me see. Third Strike 10 frame parry window, Street Fighter 6 2 frame. True. Which super do you think is the hardest to perfect parry in Street Fighter 6? Sasangi Super 3. So I'm gonna have to use a knife for this thing. What can I use on top of it? I guess I can use this thing. Some random lawyer book that I got that I don't really care about. I can just use this thing. Let me see, so I have to cut this thing out. How do I even cut this thing properly? What is a place that's stuck here? Also, this hand cam is kind of good, right? I'm kind of actually impressed that this hand cam actually works decently. The one with most hits, I think, is Chun-Li level 2. Is that the Chun-Li super from Third Strike? The Daigo moments, the evil. I forgot the number. Yeah. And I do see people pairing that in Street Fighter 6 as well, so impressive indeed. This is kind of hard, bro. Why am I struggling already? This feels harder to take out than gunpla. Dude, they didn't do anything. Bruh, this is kind of annoying, bruh. Why does it feel so difficult to get these out? Slightly twist tabs to hold parts together on twist and bend them down for a nice finish. Also, my room is really hot. I need to turn on my AC or my fan. Where's my fan remote control? Okay. Yeah, I might just have to use my hands for this thing. What the heck? Oh my god, it's being bent everywhere, bro. There we go. Personally, I think the hardest when counting the frames is Luke level 1. Is it the one where he like throws a bunch of sandblast? I'm supposed to put these inside? Like this? How does this even work? Oh, I have to bend this to be tiny? Oh, okay. Twist 90 degrees. I actually am not liking this thing. This is a lot harder to twist and stuff than I thought. The song is nice though. I think one thing I'm kind of realizing is whenever I see these things, I think to myself, how come these companies that make these Meta Earth stuff products aren't as, you know, popular? I thought everybody would be buying this thing if it looks like this, and I kind of see now why. The bending and everything is kind of annoying. There we go. Alright. I forgot to bend these two here. How about dshim-vods super? Oh yeah, that one is pretty hard to parry too. I think especially with the ball, you don't know when to parry, right? Because I feel like with Luke super and Chun-Li super, you know when the kick is coming up, but with like a fireball kind of super that kind of lingers around, it's kind of hard to notice when to parry unless you really know the frame stuff of it, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, but... Okay. 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 Yo, this is kind of hard. What the heck? Why won't these go in properly? Bruh, this is kind of finicky. Also, fireball perfect parries don't get freeze frame. That's true. Apparently a bot that is designed to perfect parry every single hit can perfect parry every single hit with Luke super. Only perfect parries a first hit and normally pays the rest of a string of projectile he throws. Oh! Interesting. I wonder why. I guess it comes out really fast, right? Maybe it's like almost impossible to hit it right? Oh, this isn't bent properly. Bro, I'm gonna break this thing, bro. Somebody's calling their kid outside. Bro, this thing is not coming in properly, bro. I'm like banding everything just to shove it in. What the heck? Bro. 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 Get in there, stupid thing. Wow, this thing just won't get in. Bro! This thing won't get in! Jeez. That's kind of annoying, bro. Why does this not go in, bro? I'm like shoving it in, bro. Get inside. Alright, like if I do this, that should be inside. Okay, I think... Okay, there we go. I think I got most of it in. There we go, there we go. I think I shoved it enough. And then here, let's see if I can... Once it's shoved in, I should bend it over to make it... Bruh. You won't go in, haven't heard that before. Why? Good to see you. I like the song a lot. Hope you're doing well, why? I join here once it's shoved in. Do you be like that sometimes? This thing is so tiny, how do you even shove it in? Okay, I got one inside properly. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. I'm getting it now. Okay, I understand. I'm kind of starting to understand. I'm like Neo from Matrix. He's learning. Oh, I broke it! Or maybe it's supposed to be broken. Okay, there we go. Okay, that looks alright. Alright, hey, it looks okay, it's not broken. Sauce. It's because the bot can only handle rapid inputs to a certain extent, so it is unable to parry 5 within a span of 50 frames. Oh, I see. I'm okay just trying Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh snap, very nice. I also don't need this anymore. I'm not using a knife. Nice, Yu-Gi-Oh! Good stuff. Alright, let's see what do we do next. These tiny little things. 3 and 4, what the heck are these? It's these two, I guess, huh? My goodness, taking this out sounds like a pain. Oh, never mind. It's just prepare for me to take up. Just gotta twist it around like I do with gunpla sometimes. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Oh, I have to bend all of these, bruh. Come on, man. That sounds like such a hassle to do, man. Okay. I think this song is what made me go like, okay, I wanna listen to Katamari OST. Yeah, this song specifically. Shout out to Aka Ai, where she was playing this song in the background one time, and I was like, what is this song? I wanna look for it, and I found it. Because I don't know anything about Katamari other than the very basic gameplay of it, I guess. One thing I realized is I am very like, there's so many types of music that I don't know about, you know? It's kind of interesting when you think about that. Like, I think people just kind of stick to the kind of songs they listen to, right? Since they were, and like it's hard to explore new songs because there's so many songs out there. It's kind of like video games too, I guess. There's so many video games out there. It's hard to explore everything, you know? So you're bound to miss some sort of songs and sort of like types of music and types of games out there, you know? That I sometimes think to myself, like, if I ever got into something else, would I have enjoyed it? Would I have loved it, right? Kind of same thing with like what I studied in school, you know? Because I never studied chemistry, and I think to myself like, if I ever studied chemistry in high school or college, would I have loved it? Would that have changed the way I study things now? Would I have pursued chemistry instead of whatever else I did? Well, I can talk about it. I studied philosophy in college, right? So if I didn't study philosophy and I instead tried out chemistry and was like, oh dang, I love chemistry, would I have stuck with it, right? It's interesting to think about. Just tried the event today. I ain't done PvP in games notes, but I won I think 4 games out of 4 games. Oh nice, it's a fun game. I'm not a huge, I feel like I would enjoy card games, like draft card games, but I don't know, something about the game I just can't get into. Because I remember I tried to get into Hearthstone, and like something about the game that just like irked me the wrong way. Also, this is not going in, bro. Oh my lord! How do I shove this thing into the other thing, bro? Philosophy degree, yeah! I'm a philosophy major undergrad, and then went to law school. Because if you stay in philosophy major only, then one thing I used to joke about with people is that when they ask me I'm a philosophy major, they used to be like, oh, so what do you do after? For me it's always, oh, either become a professor or homeless, you know? You choose one, right? So yeah. Although, there are some rare occasions where, like for example, the guy who made Bioshock, the director of Bioshock is a philosophy major, right? But you know, I think for him, he probably had to study some other things afterwards too, you know, like oh, I'm supposed to bend the whole thing around a bit, that's how it goes in. I have to bend it around a bit. So yeah, I think the Bioshock creator was a philosophy major. You're a fellow law student. Oh, you're Tulio! You a law student? You a lawyer? Hey? We got lawyers in chat? Oh, Baba. Wait, spent too much now. I'm starting thesis work again on Monday. Oh snap! Wait, thesis for my masters? Oh wait, masters in law? That's like a European thing, right? Because I think Europe and Europe and US and Canada have a different way of doing law, right? Because I know in Europe you can go straight to law after high school, right? While here in US and Canada, you have to do one undergrad and then go to law school. So yeah, for me it was philosophy and then went to law school, right? Which I think wasn't too bad. Definitely was a lot of money spent in college and whatnot, but yeah. 4.5 years of law? Oh, nice. I guess like for here, if you were to count both undergrad and law school, that's 7 years. Because 4 years of undergrad and 3 years of law school, right? So I spent 7 years in college back to back. And then, oh, this song is kind of wild. And then had to pass the bar. And then have to go through another process because I moved to a different country. Jeebus? Yeah, indeed. Very Jeebus moment. It do be like that sometimes. Not as bad as medical school though. I'm glad I didn't do medical school. I guess I never thought about doing medical because I knew I wasn't good at science, or I dislike learning stuff in science. But also our family members said maybe not medical in our family. I think our family kind of knew that our family members kind of understood that we were not a good science people. Okay, this is frustrating, bro. Oh my goodness, I don't want to do this anymore already. Cheat, I can't even shove this thing in, bro. That is crap. Who designed it like this? Who thought these tiny ass little thingies going to this tiny ass little thingies was a good way to make a product? Dude, no wonder nobody buy this Meta Earth crap anymore, man. I'm so glad I bought only once and never bought anything else, because now I know I'm never buying from Meta Earth again, bro. This thing is like tiny as heck. How am I supposed to shove it in, bro? Oh my god. How do people even make this thing, bro? Yo, New, what's up? We don't pass the bar here. The bar test is just to get attorney title, which you also need to have worked on an attorney law firm for like 2-3 years. Oh, really? Hello there. Hello, Mount New. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Also, congratulations on your graduation. Speaking of schools and whatnot, because we're talking about school right now. Also, does that sound too loud, the music? Let me decrease. Actually, no. Yeah, I had to. Our education be so long as our bar. 2-3 years. I see. In the U.S., you take the bar exam like 3 months after you finish law school, and then you can kind of study by yourself. But it's very recommended to hire like a private institutions to teach how to pass the bar. So I did that, and I spent 2-3 months, in the school library with fellow friends, just studying for the bar exam for like a whole 3 months every day. But we would have a good time though. Like we would drink, we would like go Pokemon Go hunting. Oh yeah, I have to study for GMAT. Oh, GMAT! Good luck. That's pain. Man, I do not envy. Oh gosh, what's going on here? Oh, you know what I should have done? I gotta put this up a bit more upward. Okay, I should have done this one at a time. I think the mistake was I bent them all at once, thinking they will all go in, but I gotta do it one at a time. Oh gosh, the one I got in didn't got out. Okay, let's do one at a time. Let's unbend these a bit and then do one at a time. So this is dumb as heck. There's a chance I might just throw this away because this thing is annoying as heck. I don't care if I can't build it. I might just throw it away if I can't do it anymore, because this is getting really frustrating. The tiny holes are not my friends. I do not like tiny holes. Actually, I have a trypophobia, fear of tiny holes. It's not. I don't think it's a real phobia, but I definitely do get goosebumps when I see tiny holes. When I see a group of tiny holes in one spot, I get goosebumps. And like, even when I look at my hand very closely and see like tiny dots really closely, I get goosebumps. Anyways, I'm gonna put this on the side. Actually, that's kind of I'm kind of tired of this already. I'm sick of this already, bro. I'm gonna sign up for Crash Center also. I'm gonna spend September, October teaching myself, and now December in cram school. Ah, I get that. I did the same thing too. Yeah. For SAT as well. I went to a bunch of institutions to learn SAT, the Korean ones. I went to a Korean institutions to learn SATs because I was in Canada at the time, and nobody in Canada studies for SATs. Because Noom isn't stupid, but exam stuff is insane. No, I get what you mean. You definitely have to be extra prepared for exams, because if you underestimate the exams, you're bound to. There's a high chance of failing, right? I also took SAT institution. Yeah, SAT institution buddies. Let's go. Man, I mean, did I enjoy my time there? I don't know if I enjoyed it, but I definitely had some decent experience being with friends, and you know, teachers were pretty cool and all that. Alright, let's build this thing. How do I build this? There's no instruction on how to build it, which I guess makes sense because it's just this tiny little thing. Is it broken? What is this? Is it broken? Where did this come from? Oh, this comes off. Nice. See, this is how it should be, man. The Meta Earth thing is kind of crappy, bro. I'm very disappointed at the thing. Oh, it's just a tiny little piece that can be thrown away. Bah. Ha. Bum. Oh yo. Bum. Nice. Whew. Man, I got a 1900 in 2013. I'm like, what the fuck is this hell, man? And now you're taking adult SAT. I know what you mean. One of the good thing about going to law school in the US is that I didn't have to take GMAT. I took LSAT. One thing about LSAT is that you don't have to memorize anything, because it's all about just understanding the questions and whatnot. It's still very difficult, and I struggle with it, and I took it twice, but I didn't have to memorize anything. Like, one thing I hated about SAT was all the vocabulary you had to memorize, right? SAT vocabulary. I remember in the institution they had us like memorize bunch of vocabs like every week from the SAT vocab book, and then we would never memorize properly. And teachers like, come on guys, it's for your own good, guys. And then we'd be like, no, we don't want to memorize this thing, that's lame. Let's play games instead, because our SAT teacher used to have us play games with him sometimes. He's a really cool guy. I wonder how he's doing right now. Actually, he's a guy who helped me get into Warhammer too, actually, because he was also a Warhammer enthusiast, and so he had a bunch of Warhammer stuff, and I was like, I'll buy it off of you, so I bought it from him. That was pretty cool. He's a really cool guy. And he also had us play Carcassonne with him. That's how I learned about Carcassonne. I think he was one of my first time that I really got to play. Oh, Daigo! I think he was the guy that made me learn about board games pretty early in my early days, and now I love board games. So yeah. We are adults while we're still taking standardized exams, flashcards and pop quizzes for vocab. Yeah, man, struggles. Struggles are real. Why isn't this going in? The hole don't fit. The holes don't fit. Oh, I get what I'm supposed to do. It's this way. Ah, I get it. Yeah. Okay. I get it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, there we go. I know what I'm doing. Boyo. Up. Wait, let me read the chat. I forgot to read the chat. I'm so preoccupied by this little Kirby that I forgot. I got into law school through the Swedish version of SAT. Oh, dang, nice. I have to take GMAT for Canada, but I don't need them for Scotland, so it's annoying, so I'm applying transatlantic. Oh, dang. Wait, Scotland, so does Europe, I guess, yeah, does Europe have their own different, I guess, yeah, like Tulio said, Europe have their own different exam, right? Look at this, pretty cool. Boyo, look at this, yeah. Got a little Kirby. Look at that. I'm flicking the Kirby. Each country has their own shit. The UK is easier for me because I'm playing with the UK bachelors. Oh, true! What was this guy's name again? Wait, is this Kirby? This is like a monster thing, right? That Kirby kills. This is pretty cool. I like this. Look at that. This is very nice. Oh, I got the stand thing wrong. I gotta fix that. So my grades are already valid. I get that. Yeah. I hate how each country, like, they have their own, like, strictness about bringing, like, a different country grades, right? For me, I'm a attorney licensed in US, right? And then I moved to Canada during COVID to be with family and to just kind of be back home away from COVID in US. And I have to go through the whole process again to become a lawyer licensed here in Canada. You know? It's pretty annoying. I mean, I am learning pretty decently while I do it, so I'm not too upset. But the process of looking to go through the process was annoying, because when I got here, I had to take an exam to be considered. So, let me move my fan, because it's kind of making noises. If you want to work in a different EU country with an EU country degree, you have to study like 1 year and do the bar. Yeah, I think the same thing with Canada and US. But I think... So, when I came here from the US, my options were to do 1 year of school or take 5 exams. It would have been 8 exams. It's from a different country, but because I came from the US, where the law has some similarities, I only had to take 5 exams. And I was like, I'm not gonna pay tuition of 1 year just to be able to go through the process. I'm gonna take the 5 exams. So I took those 5 exams. I had a class. I took a tutoring system or tutoring program in the East Coast. So I'll wake up at like 5 in the morning to take those classes for like 8 hours, and then passed all 5 exams pretty easily, pretty decently. And now I'm going through the process of becoming licensed here. It's a bit of a hassle, but you know, what can you do? Unless you're working at a foreign office or one established in your country. Yeah, I think same thing here in Canada and US, like foreign lawyer license, right? They do got the foreign lawyer license thing going on. I also tried, another thing too is even in different states and different provinces, you can't right away get a lawyer license. You have to go through some loopy-doo process, which is also annoying. Okay, so I made Kirby, that was pretty fast. Oh, you know what I can do? I'm just gonna make this too right now. Why not? Because, you know, Suisei. I kind of want to have an acrylic stand of... Oh, that's a nice image actually. Oh wow. I didn't know it comes with a postcard. Or this smart artwork. I'm gonna keep that too. But yeah, I kind of want to have one like a very weeby stand in my room. Because everything else I have is like Mega Man and Gundam. So I thought, you know what, why not have one of these things to kind of represent, you know? And Suisei, I think, is a good choice to represent, so let's take this out. I'm just gonna rip it out because it's kind of struggling to get it out. See, that was easy. Ta-da! Ta-da! That was kind of hard to plug it in, but there we go, Suisei. Yeah, with the artwork in the back, nice. I could also do this, huh? I can't put it up like this. Oh, that's pretty cool actually. I wonder if I can have... there's a way to like have the postcard stuck there. Oh. But I can just keep the artwork like this too. It's a pretty cool artwork, right? Shout out to Sugar Free, who I think has both Instagram and Twitter. She does really good artwork and a lot of Suisei related artwork. I think she did a lot of official Hololive artwork for Suisei, so shout out to her. I found her at the anime convention and bought this and another artwork. Oh well, lawyers in my country don't earn even remotely close as much as the US. True. US lawyers make huge money. Even Canada doesn't make that much money. So like I talk to some people sometimes and I say, you know, I'm licensed in the US but I'm here. They always go like, why are you here? They're always like, why are you here? Go back. Why aren't you making tons of money in the US? You know, which is a good question, but I think right now I'm pretty happy where I'm at. Gonna get more beer. And then, I don't want to make the Star Wars thing anymore. I hate that thing. I might throw it away. But let's also open up this thing. I also bought this from the anime convention. I want to open this up and check it out. Enjoy Canadian air and healthcare more. Yeah, healthcare and family. And Canada is a place that I think you can appreciate nature more too, especially where I live. Hey, Creatures of X! Good to see you. Thank you for follow, by the way. I think you followed me some time back, right? Thank you so much for that. Yeah, thank you so much. How are you? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. I'm just kind of chilling today. I just built this thing, little Kirby Diorama. I'm good. I'm also Canadian. Hey, let's go, fellow Canadian. Yeah, we got them Canadian vibes out here. Good stuff, good stuff. But yeah, I'm just kind of like playing around with a few things that I bought from the convention I went to. After I check this out, I still have some time, so maybe I could build like a small Gundam instead of this thing that I'm really upset about. I hate this thing, dude. I'm so mad at this thing. This thing is so annoying to build, and I'm just gonna put this back. I'm just gonna put this back in here and just keep it that way. I'm not gonna build it. I'm just gonna keep it like this. Maybe tape it up, make it look all pristine, and just be like, I bought this. I'm not gonna make it, but I'm gonna keep it like this because I don't want to build this anymore. But after we check this out for a bit, let me go and grab a small Gundam to build because I have tons of Gundams and other plastic kits that I haven't built yet. So maybe we can build one today. Why not? You know? Yeah. Also more cold, which is a plus. Technically negative. True. It depends on which Canada though. Which part of Canada it depends, right? Because I think where I live is relatively similar weather to the nearby US country or US state, so not too bad. Oh! Yo, thank you for the gift sub! Whoa, snap! Thank you! Whoa! I really appreciate that! Oh, dang. Thank you for the follow and coming in and a gift sub. Dang, thank you so much. Let me give you a shout out actually, because I know you stream, right? Yeah, please give Creatures of X a follow. Playing Visage. Ooh, let me open this thing up. I'm a small streamer with no reads. Nah, good. You're a big streamer now.
What the fuck? He just backhanded the bullet!
You're a big streamer now. Thank you so much, thanks so much. I need a good topic to write about for my thesis, but my brain is just flatlining. So you have to write a thesis about law, right? Man, I remember I wrote like some of the dumbest things about law before. And I think one thing with law, at least in my experience, is I really don't like writing about it. So I'm glad I don't have to write any thesis. Actually, no, I did write a thesis. IT or tech law specifically. Oh, dang, is that the kind of law you're doing? Like patent law? Oh, you engineering background? No, you went straight to law, so probably not engineering background. But like, I know at least in the US, patent law, to have the license to do patent law, you have to have a science background, which is pretty interesting. Anyway, let's check things out. Japanese and English, so I look at this thing. This has so many things. Wow. Little, I think it's Usanagi, right? Little Usanagi. Bunch of face skins that were taken off of a victim. Crying one and smiling one. I guess this person was smiling while the skin was ripped out. Funnily enough, I did computer science before I dropped out. Oh dang, really? Wait, you were doing computer science and then left and then did law instead? Oh dang. Wow. That's a quite a big change. Alright, let's check this. How do I get... I think I'm supposed to rip it out, right? Like this. I have to rip her out? Goodness. Take it all out so the little plastics come out. Oh, I like this song too. Well, let me increase the volume for this song. I like this song a lot. I'll take this out. What the heck? How do I take this out? Oh, the whole body came out. Oh goodness. It's kind of violent. Yo, this is kind of violent, huh? What happened? Did I mess something up? Look at the box for a bit. Into my life. I don't know what. I think I messed something up. Where does her accessories go? Right here. This accessory. This is this? No, this is this thing. So this goes here, and then this goes here. Oh, this leg is one whole thing. Oh. There we go. Alright. I'm a uni dropout. I was going to school to be a professor, but I hate school though. And nope, I'm out. I get that. Computer science for like 1.5 years, but didn't pass anything. I was messing about 2 months, dropped out, worked for like 3 years in law school. Oh wow. Working in academia is soul sucking. Yeah, I almost went to academia. When I was doing, I studied philosophy, right? For those who haven't heard yet. I studied philosophy and then really considered going to philosophy like academia, and I'm so glad I didn't. I'm quite. I mean, I think there are people who do enjoy that kind of thing. Like one of my not close professor, I guess, but one of the closest professor I was more so close to in the university. He's still, you know, he's still like a young. How do I take this out? He's like a very young professor still, and he's like traveling around. But I think he's enjoying what he does, right? But I don't think I can do what he does, or even going through the process of getting PhD. I think is pretty painful. I do have a friend who just graduated, who just finished his PhD, so you know, good on him. But the things that he explains about what he does, I don't think I can do it. So yeah, I think if you really can't handle that kind of stuff, it's better to just get out while you can. What am I doing? Why does hat not go in? They're all same. Weird. Anyways, let's try to shove this back in. Into my life. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was easy. And then she got sunglasses. Yeah, put on the sunglasses, Pekora. But how does this work? Do I just shove it in? What the heck? Oh, it goes through the hair. The sunglasses go through the hair? What? How does that work? Just keep it like here. And then shove it in. Oop. Oh, like this, I guess, huh? That's Also, I just realized I should probably message somebody on my phone for something tomorrow. Have to be legit a nerd for academia. The only thing I learned at philosophy is that the only thing we know is nothing at all, and all we think, do, or say is just a regurgitation of what someone else did or said. I hate having to write my thesis 20k words expected at minimum. A little over 60 pages. Yeah, I can't do that, man. 60 pages? I can't do that. My friend just did that for his thesis. That's crazy. I don't think... Man, I cannot do that. One thing about lawyer that's different is that they always say write as short as you can, right? Be succinct, you know, make sure every word counts. So it's very different. And I had to learn it the hard way because what I learned in school and what I'm learning now in law firm is very different. And the legal writing professor in law school is stupid. I do not like that man. He annoyed me so much. I did not like him. Wait, how do I know which earpiece is appropriate earpiece? Oh, wait, there's a bent earpiece. I want the bent one. There's another arm. What the heck? What's this arm for? Oh, it's for the little pulls that she can do. Oh, interesting. Yo, Wolfian, what up? Good to see you. Blah, blah, blah. I'm doing well. I'm just doing a little figurine vibing and chatting. Just use a thesaurus and all the words in your thesis to let the professor put all the big words. Yeah, that's right. That's how you do it. Thesaurus is your best friend. I think I don't want the sunglasses. Kind of hard. I'm gonna take this out. There must be a better way to use the sunglasses. I'm able to break this thing. Holy crap! Let's not do that. Oh, I can just do this, but nah. That's funny. I was wondering when Tulio said that. I was like, oh, is that how it goes? That's funny. I think this is it. This is a proper ear. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, philosophy was fun. I chose philosophy because I struggled with choosing my major when I went to college, and then I was recommended to try out philosophy, so I did it, and I really enjoyed it. I still have zero regrets studying philosophy in college. I think I had the best time in college because I studied philosophy, so I'm very happy with it. But it is true that philosophy doesn't really get you anywhere once you finish, so just gotta remember that as you go. I think one thing about going to school is that it's fine to study what you want to study, but you have to understand that many things you study is not gonna get you the job that you're thinking you might get. So you just gotta have a mindset of preparedness to, you know, do it with that kind of mindset. Is this a right position of the hair? I think it is. Yeah, like this. Oh, that's cute. Look at that. That's quite cute. Shrink resistance plug. Oh my gosh. Philosophy is like free therapy. Both make you question your own reality. Yeah, no, philosophy definitely changed the way I think. Philosophy definitely changed the way I think about things, and better for worse, I don't know, definitely did something to me. It definitely caused something in my brain. Free. How much did you pay for a semester? I am not gonna answer that. I am not going to answer that question. That is a question for another time. Or that is a question to never respond. Oh, the shrink resistant is just here to make sure this hole doesn't shrink. That's weird. Interesting. But I can make her kneel down, I guess, like this. Or oh no, she's just running. Yeah, look at that. She's running. That's cute. I had sponsorship. Oh, nice. The most expensive free therapy you ever have to pay for. True, actually. Nice that you got sponsorship though, that's really good. Okay, let me see, what else can I do with these hands? Also, doesn't she have a mic? I thought she had a mic. I thought one of her position was that she had a microphone. I guess not. Spare joint, wow. Got a little winky face and got a little sad face. Extra ear that, you know, for her, I guess. Let me see. Yeah, I thought that's a mic. Oh, this is used as a mic. Whatever this thing is. What is that? What is that? Do I not have that? What is this little tiny thing here? Is this a shrink thing? Is it in here? Wow, it's so detailed. Look at all those tiny little pieces. Maybe it is this thing. Huh, doesn't look like that. Weird. Well, let's try it out. How do I change her arms? Whoa, it just came off. Okay. Oh, what is that thing? C. What's the C thing? Oh, monster! Talking about school makes me depressed, though. I think with school, you definitely just have to endure it for a bit, and then once it's over, or once you get through the hurdle, there'll be some good times too. But yeah, I definitely had bad times in school too. It's always a hit and miss with school, I feel like. Oh, it comes off like this. Well, if it comes like this, how do I switch the arm? Or the hand? Does the hand not come off? Arm. So this arm is changeable then. This is a nice song. Anyone check out Armor Core? I've watched people try it out, but I personally don't think I'm gonna be playing it. Mostly because number one is a price, number two is a commitment to it, which I can't really commit to any new games, and three is I don't think my computer can handle it, and I don't got any consoles. So I'll continue watching people play it, but I don't think I'm ever gonna play it. So I'm okay with the fact. A lot of games that looks good, I feel like I just gotta accept that I can't play them, you know? I just hate the writing, it's tedious and goes against how you would do in practice. No, seriously, it's so true. Yeah, like so many. Yeah, like oh man, I don't understand the whole like how you have to write everything. Yeah. Oh, it does come out. Okay, nice. Which hand is a proper one? Not this one. So I can do this? Wait, it's the same hand. What the heck? I just put in the same hand. Weird. Let's try this then. And take this out. And put this. Check out the finger! Yay! Why am I playing? This feels kind of weird because I feel like I'm playing with a doll. Kind of feels weird. But you know what? We vibing. We vibing. What the heck doesn't go in? Wait. Oh, just this? Wait, I'm so confused. Shoulders, arms. Does this come off? Oh, it does come off. Oh! What the heck? I feel like this. Oh, that's interesting. Wait, that's not how. That doesn't work. What the heck? Did it break something? Doesn't go in. So this is a shoulder. It's supposed to go in like this, but it doesn't go in like that. Shoulder, arm. Oh, it comes up. Oh, what the heck? Oh. Oh, look at that. So intricate, so many little details. I like that. Well, let's keep it like this, and I guess I can end this for now. I think it's just shoving in the back here. No, this one, the other way. That's nice. Alright, now let's shove everything back in the box and then put this away. Whew. Yeah, same, it looks fun, but not much of a mecha fan. Ah, I see. I am a huge mecha fan, so I do wish I could play it, but these days I just gotta give up on being able to play games, you know? Yeah, writing can be annoying, even more if you have something to write about, which is really easy to get to the point, but I need a certain amount of word letters. I have to write a little over 60 pages, amount of filler I'm gonna need to write gives me anxiety. Starting this semester to write my bachelor work as well. Oh dang, good luck on that! Oh, there's a microphone. Good luck. Everybody is like, you know, doing their whole school stuff. Ah, very nice. Good luck with everybody. Good luck everybody on that whole deal. Whole dealio. I'm not jealous of all you guys going through school again. I'm kinda glad I don't have to anymore. So this is pretty cool, but now that I found a microphone, I kinda want to shove a microphone in there in her hand. Which I can do here. Oh nice, let's do that. Alright, nice. I'm done with this now. Yeah, she got a microphone! Look at that! Yeah, microphone and pointing fingers and all that. Alright, I'll put this in a corner somewhere now. And then shove all this back inside. And then put this in the box in a pristine condition. Yeah, Peko! Peko! Now, Pekora is one of my favorite Hololive members, I think. I think my favorite Hololive members right now are probably Suisei, Pekora, and Ina, I think, are my favorites. I also like Fubuki and some other people, but the most memorable ones for me are probably Pekora, Ina, and Suisei. Yeah, that's cute. So I'm gonna put this in a corner over here. And then I'm also gonna put this. I have this, Suisei. And I also have Kirby! Boyo! Yeah. Like this, look at this little Kirby. I also realized, look at this! 2 tiny friends! Yeah! 2 tiny friends, look at that. That's cute. So we'll put that together. And I'm gonna put this by my desk actually. And then put the box. I'm gonna have to clean my box and clean my room later, huh? And I got this artwork here as well. I guess I'll put this alongside Suisei. For Hololive Japan, I like Botan and Korone. I get that. I like Botan and Korone as well. Korone was actually the first Hololive member I saw, and one of the first VTuber that I saw because she was playing the classic Doom, and she was going like rocket launcher, and I was like, oh, that's fun. So I started watching VTubers because of that. So I definitely do have a soft spot for Korone. Botan, I like her because she's good at games, for sure. But don't really watch any major VTubers live, just clips in my YouTube recommend. Yeah, I think when I first got into VTubers, which was like during COVID, 3 years ago, I only watched corporate VTubers like Hololive and Nijisanji, and later on like VSPO. But these days, I don't really watch them at all. Not even clips. Like one thing I do with clips is I see the thumbnail and the title, and I go, oh, so that's going on, and I don't watch it. Yeah. I kind of do. I might go build a Gundam, a small Gundam. So I'll be back. I have some Gundams in the basement, so I can bring out. I only got to know about VTubers because of Karmi. Oh dang, really? Now I'm kind of on myself. Yeah, you're a little wolfie. Little wolfie, woof woof. I just like Botan isn't putting up a dumb airhead persona because she's just smart. Yeah, Botan has that cool vibe, you know, that cool smart vibe. I like that too. But I'll be back. I'm gonna go grab a box of Gundams and then choose which one to build, and we'll build one today. I might just build one today, so I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. So I brought few... Actually, wait, I have one over there too. Let me bring that one real quick. Thank you, Wolfian. So at the anime convention last weekend, I bought this. I'm probably not gonna build it today because RG. But it's the new Gundam clear color. I can't show the whole thing because it's so big. Look at that, I can't even show the whole thing. So that looks pretty cool. I'm pretty excited to build it one day, but not today. So today we have few options we can build. I have this. Gundam. What is this called? It's from that. This is from that. In fact, this is from the Gundam, the OVA, right? Maybe it's like a, Gundam GPO2A. Doesn't even have a real name. I'm pretty sure. Isn't this the same Gundam that was in that one OVA? Stardust Memory? I thought this was from Stardust Memory. Maybe it's not. Anyway, so we have this. We have the classic Gundam, RX-78 Gundam, prototype close combat mobile suit, the classic one, the OG. We have this Macross, tiny little plane. I bet if I build it, it's gonna look really ugly because of how old it looks. But did I build it? I didn't build it. See, look at the colors. It's very plain colors. So I feel like if I build this, it'll look very basic. But this is awesome. Oh yeah, just pure white. Wow. Oh, it looks like this. Yeah, it looks very, very old. Looks kind of simple, eh? So we have this as well. Macross is cool though, so that's why I have it. Probably not. I might never build this. I might just keep it just for the box and whatnot. That's a classic thing. We have this Leo. Very simple mobile suit. Probably the easiest one to make here outside of Macross, which I'm not gonna make actually now that I think about it. So very simple looking mobile suit. You can't really see it too well because of the wrapper, but it's a very simple mobile suit I can make in like a jiffy. And last but not least, because I have tons of other kits downstairs that I didn't bring up, there's too many. Darth Vader. I have a Darth Vader plastic kit. I got this from a convention a while back, like 2 years ago. I went to another convention in the US 2 years ago and I bought this. So maybe we can build this one actually. Wait, how long does it take to build this? Let me look at the manual real quick, because I don't want to spend too long building building something today. Okay, it doesn't look too long. Little bit of pieces here and there. Right, look at that. I like how in the top it kind of just shows you each body part being put together. It's kind of cool. I do feel like... Oh, there's more in the back? Oh, there's... Oh, okay. One thing I feel about with this is that if I build it, it's gonna go straight down to the basement. Something about this right now makes me feel like if I build this, it's going straight to the basement. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to put this in my room due to how much other things I have in my room, and also I don't have as much personal connection to Darth Vader compared to the other stuff I have in my room. So if I do build this, I don't know, it might just go straight to the basement. Does also look like it might take some time to build it. Like there's more stuff in the bag even though it's just building the cape, right? Look at that. Would be a waste kinda then? Yeah. I think making this is less about posing around and more so just like a straight up a little model to keep in the room. I don't know if it's even posable. Oh, I guess it's kind of posable. Actually, this looks really cool. Dang, actually it looks really cool. Oh, but look at that, stickers. Look at that, stickers. I don't know if I want to deal with stickers today. It's also those kind of stickers that you have to use water with. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do water stickers today, man. That's just a hassle. Maybe we'll wait on this thing. Let's just do the easiest one, which is the Leo maybe. Leo or the classic Gundam, which I also do have a soft spot for because it's the OG. Okay, let's put this back in the box. Na, 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 na. So I think the two options right now is this or this, because I feel like this, just by the way it looks, it's gonna take a long time to build, because it has so many little details, right? There's so many things I gotta build. So I might wait on this. This one I know doesn't take too long because it's the OG Gundam, I feel like. Alright. This one I'm very sure won't take a long time, because I remember I built like the grunt mobile suits in the past, and they usually don't take that long. Gunpla Evolution Project. Oh, that's pretty cool. Way to call it. Let me just open this up then. Maybe you can just build this, and then if I have time, kind of chill around. I actually don't have that much time actually, because I do want to leave my house in about an hour. So maybe just build this, and then we can get out. Finish my beer, very nice. Man, my room is becoming a big mess with all these things around. I'm pretty happy with the things I bought from the convention though. I showed some of the stuff I bought yesterday, but I can show it again maybe later. But yeah, there's another convention happening in November. I might go to that too and buy more artwork that I bought. If the person who did this, if Sugar Free is there, I might buy more from her as well. So we'll see. One thing I noticed with the artists is that they do travel to different places to put up their artist vendor booth stall, right? Which I think is pretty cool. And one thing I started doing too after going to the convention is I started following all the artists I saw there, which is pretty cool. Because artists are cool, you know? Gotta appreciate them all. I really do love, like, I don't know, like I do love looking at art. I think it's really cool. Just love like the way people draw, the way that people just have their own different style. And even if people do have same style, that's the fact that they still have the same style is pretty cool too. The fact that they can, you know, maintain the similarities. Spread the love? Yeah. I'm thinking about maybe like I did post all the stuff I bought on Twitter from the convention, but maybe I should tag them too, just to spread awareness of who I bought from. But I don't know, I feel like if I tag too many people, that's kind of bothering them, so I don't know if I should or not. Yeah, this is pretty easy, it's only 4 pages, so this is gonna take very short time. So let's try that. Let's start with the legs. Yeah, I think Gundam, the way that Gunpla company have done things is they definitely made things easier for people to just build. So I do like Gundam because of that. Like compared to Gundam, the other plastic kits I used to build back in the day, they're definitely harder to build, and I really did not like it as much. Like for example, the Imperial Star Destroyer thing over there. That thing is not buildable unless you're super patient, which I am not. I am not gonna be patient for a tiny little Meta Earth Star Imperial Destroyer thing, so no thank you on that. Alright, let's do this. Let's bring back... Usually when people build Gundam, they have a tweezer, right? Or a little... They have a little like a tweezer thing to cut things, right? I don't really have that. I guess I can use this though. I used to use a knife to do it, but I think knife might be worse. My knife just flew. Anyways, A21. Because I think usually if people go A21 and they find here, they clip it, right? I don't know if I can do that. Can this be clipped? I feel like it's too big, right? I don't have like a smaller one. Are you even a builder then without it? I'm not a builder. I'm a enthusiast, but not a professional builder. I can just use a knife, I guess. There's too many things in this house that I don't know if we have it or not. I feel like if I do this, there's gonna be like some people who will like watch it later and be like, "What are you doing? Ah, you're messing up the plastic kid." So I'm kind of scared of doing it right now, but I don't think we have a tweezer. I don't think our house has a tweezer. And I don't want to go looking for it right now and spending extra like 20 minutes looking for it. Because I feel like this is the only thing we have. I don't know why. Joking? I know. But I do know there will be people who are frustrated by me not having it. But you know what? To be honest, this is a little grunt mobile kit. We can kind of do it without professional crazy Leo thingy. So let's just use this thing and kind of use a knife. Ta-da! And A21 is this thing, so I'm gonna do this here. Also, in about an hour, I'm gonna go head out to a local tournament to hang out with people there. Because some of them I know pretty well now, so I kinda wanna hang out with people. I haven't hung out with them in a while, so I think it'd be nice to see them again. Exciting! Yeah! I'm pretty excited. I don't expect to do well in the tournament itself. I just want to go there to say hi to people. It's kind of like going to a convention, I guess, right? You just go there to say hi and check out things. You don't expect to like win anything unless you're like a super high professional cosplayer or whatever. I'm kind of like that too. I don't consider myself like a high. I mean, yeah, I'm not a huge fighting game person, so you know. This song is kind of nice. A25. This tiny little thing here. Okay. Yo, Helix, what up? What kind of tournament is it gonna be? It's a fighting game tournament, so they're gonna have. Well, I signed up for Grand Blue versus Street Fighter 6 and Tekken, but I might go there only for Tekken because Grand Blue versus starts at 4 o'clock, which is happening in 9 minutes. Street Fighter 6 I think starts at 5 or 6, which I don't know if I want to participate too much because I haven't played Street Fighter 6 in a while. Tekken is my main game, so I do want to go and check it out. So yeah, just go check it out a bit, say hi to people, play around a bit. There's also gonna be friendly matches too, so I want to participate in just playing around with some people there too, because I haven't played with people in a while, in person. I do think with fighting games, playing in person is pretty fun. It's quite nice, because you get to talk to them as you play, right? And some people are very chill to talk to as you play. You know, they explain things to you, they talk to you, you ask questions that they answer. You ask them like, what just happened there? What did you do? And they explain to you what they did. So you're like, oh, I get it now. You learned the game. You know, it's kind of nice to do that. Always nice to meet up with fellow peeps and have a nice time competing. Oh, I see. I thought it was a specific one, like only Street Fighter 6. No, it's a local tournament for everybody, so it's quite nice. Well, Wacky Knife Shim. Wacky Knife. I actually used to, good to see you, Len, by the way. But I used to collect knives, actually. I had a phase in my law school first year of watching knife reviews and purchasing knives, and it was really weird. It was a really weird phase, but I still have those knives. Why won't this go in? But yeah, good to see you guys. Len, Helix, how are you guys doing? Actually, let me show you my knife collection. I guess why not? No, I can do it now. I can move my chair around a bit and grab it, since they're all in here. I have these. This thing is too much. I don't like that one. There's one more I'm looking for. Two more. that's kind of fancy. Here we go. So these are just knives that I bought from Amazon. They're all from Amazon US. So this thing, the karambit, I don't really care about. I don't like it that much. Yeah, this thing is huge. Look at this. Yeah, it is bigger than my mouse. Look at that. This thing, I don't like this thing actually. If somebody wants to buy it from me, I will sell it. I never use it. I don't know why I bought this. This I kind of like, you know, the flicky flick. I use this as a box opener at times, so I do like this one. Karambit from CS:GO, yeah. What's up, Ranger? So I like this one, right? I kind of do like this one around, and it has a safety little thing. You can just flip it around. This thing was a last knife I bought, I think, before I stopped being interested in knives. This one's pretty nice too. Pretty sharp actually. I think this one actually cut me when I was testing it. So this thing is especially sharp. But I like the wooden vibe to it. And yeah, you got a little clip. Yeah, Len, you got a little clip. So this is, I think, more for people who like travel, like in the woods. They have a clip and they take it out and they cut things with it, right? But yeah, it's kind of nice. This is my favorite, I think, just because how it looks. This was, I think, the first knife I bought too. I don't even know how I learned about knives, but I was watching a YouTube video and they're reviewing this, and I was like, oh, that's a cool looking knife, so I bought it. Yeah, this is probably my favorite knife just because of how it looks. It looks really fancy, you know. And then this is a tiniest knife. Right, it's very tiny. Yeah, the design and the color pattern is quite nice. Hold up that knife, yeah. Yeah, I think I have like 2 more knives, but they're somewhere else. I gave some of the knives to like my family to use in the house, so that's a Lancor knife. And then these 2 are just knives I bought because apparently these are the best knives to buy for like arts and crafts. Like they're advertised to be very good arts and crafts knives. Do you have a K-bar knife or bayonet? I don't know what those are. I don't know what those are. What's bayonet? Oh, bayonet! I think some sort of like mayonnaise like parody knife thing. But no, I don't have a bayonet. No, I think all the only knives I bought are like these switchblade knives. Because I don't think I can have a bigger knife. Or I don't think I should have a bigger knife. Just something small enough to keep in my room. Except for this, because it's too big. I don't like this. I mean, just the fact that it's flippable is kind of nice, but it's too big. But no, I don't have any. I don't have like a extra like a knife that you can sheath in and out. Actually, our family does have a samurai sword though. My dad has a samurai sword somewhere in the house. Because we used to do kendo, and he was into samurai stuff. So there is a samurai sword lying around in our room somewhere. I just don't know where it is. What, weeb? I know, right? I know. It's funny though, because my dad hates weeb. Oh, I got it in. I was struggling earlier. Wait, am I missing an instruction? Oh! We start from here. Oops. I went ahead quickly. Gotta head off, Sally, getting late. Have a good one. Take care, Wolfian. Thanks for coming in. Let me give you a quick shout out. Thank you for coming in and all that. Oh, the clip though, you... Isn't the clip from today?
Oh my god. No.
Well, you.
Yeah, I was watching. Yeah, I was lurking your stream today. I love the part where like I was like only listening because I was at the car mechanic, but like somebody had a kid die, and everyone's like, "No, the kid died. We can't revive her anymore." And the NPC who like killed her is like, "Yeah, that's what you get for stealing." I thought that was so funny. Yeah. Oh man. Good times. I really enjoyed you guys playing the game. I do have friends who want to get the game too. I personally don't know if I'm gonna play that game because, like I said earlier, I can't play games that's too committing, or that I need to commit too much into. I'm also not a huge single player story lore oriented gamer these days. I used to love single players, but like these days if I get into like a long dialogue, I really lose interest very quickly now, which is kind of sad because I used to love those story driven games. Like for example, I was playing Borderlands 2 I think with my friends, and I was getting really bored of the story, and we reached this town. Like one town, we went there as a group, and for me, just to get a bunch of items, I started running around and clicking on things. I kept clicking on random things that pop out like exclamation mark. I just click on everything just quickly and I skip everything. And one of my friends who was playing to like get into the story was like, whoa, what's going on? Like, why are we skipping all these like cutscenes and stories? And I was like, oh, bro, my bad. I just want to grab things as quickly as possible. And he was so upset because I basically like ruined the whole like story in the specific area because I was skipping everything just to get a bunch of items. And I think there are two other friends, and they're all like laughing and they still bring it up sometime when we talk about playing games together. It's like, don't play with dshim, bro. He's gonna skip the whole story. Yeah, so basically that will probably happen with Baldur's Gate too. If I ever play Baldur's Gate with my friends, I'll probably skip the whole story just to get to the fighting part, because that is how I play games these days. And why fighting games kind of click with me pretty well, because I can just go straight to fighting. Alright, B. B9. B9. Bingo. Bingo. Man, I feel like using a knife is damaging the side a bit. But you know what? I don't mind. There might be people who do mind watching this, but I personally don't mind, so GG's to them, bro. A30. A30. Oh yeah, Helix, if you're still there. I showed this to you a while back, but look at this. Suisei. Yeah, I got Suisei's acrylic. And it comes with the artwork too. And I have the other artwork in my drawer right now of Suisei that I showed you. So yeah, from the convention I went to that I was telling you about. Also, I started listening to VTuber music again, which I used to not do. So I was kind of listening to Suisei's songs while I was at the gym yesterday. Definitely do like her singing. I definitely do see why she is still one of my favorite corporate VTubers out there. A30. Click. B10. Check it out. Check it out. Where's 10? Oh, there's 10. Man, I really do want to go to Japan though. There's like few countries I really want to visit, and right now number 1 is Japan. I also used to want to go to Scotland for a long time, but my Scotland, there's a term for it. Wilderness craze? Like wild fantasy? Like whatever that term is, I don't have that desire as much anymore. I would still like to visit the Highlands someday, because I used to have a huge history nut phase about the Highlands and all the history behind it, which I thought was pretty cool, but I kind of lost it when I couldn't go to Scotland before I went to law school. Because I went to Germany with my brother for a trip way back in the day, and so I personally want to travel too before I got busy with law school, but I couldn't go to Scotland. I did go to New York though before I went to law school, but I've been to New York before, so it wasn't the same. Still had a good time in New York though. New York is a nice place to visit. I don't know if it's a nice place to live, but it's a nice place to visit. Click! There we go. Did it click? No, it didn't click. How do I click this? Is it supposed to click? Or is it just a little thing to shove it in? Just a little thing to shove it in, okay. and I didn't take this out yet. So PC7, take it out, shove it in. Yameru janai. Where does this go? Oh, this is this thing here. Oh, I guess you can't see this. This thing here. Okay, so I gotta put this in here. Kind of weird that they asked me to build this before this though, because I feel like it would make more sense to build this and then build this, because this thing kind of keeps on popping out. So yeah, look at that. Doesn't even get shoved in properly, bro. Not a strong thing to put in like this. I'll just leave it like this for now. A29 and 28. Check it out. Check it out. A2928. These two, okay. I'm trying to think when was the first time I got into buying gunpla. I don't think it was. Actually, no. In Korea, it wasn't Gundam, but I used to buy a lot of plastic model kits. What is it? I used to buy Bomberman and Grangjo back in the day. Cut the pieces with your teeth? Are you cutting the pieces with a knife? Hey, good to see you guys. I was just explaining a few minutes ago. I don't have a clipper. I only have this thing, and like this thing doesn't work. This can clip here, but it's too fat on the front. Bomberman cute? Yeah, I used to buy a Bomberman mecha plastic kit back in Korea, and then before we left Korea to the land of the free, my brother destroyed most of them with his BB gun, and I was so sad. I don't know why he did it, to be honest. I still don't know. And then when we moved here, I think we just threw it all away, which was very sad. And then we also had like other things, we had... What else did we have? Oh, we had like a bunch of mangas, or I guess Korean books of what is it? Of Detective Conan and Shin-chan, and then my mom threw it all away. So sad. Those are probably pretty good to sell for a good price right now. Rare collectibles, probably. Oh yeah, by the way, Miho, look at this thing that I built. Yeah, Kirby, Puyo. Yeah, got a little Kirby diorama thing. Finally built it. Yeah, it's really cool. I love how it's actually movable. Look at that. And it comes with this little booger. I don't know what this guy's name is. It's a little thing that you can kill and eat and don't give you anything if you suck them in, right? Yeah. You want one? Yeah, it was a pretty cool rare find. I'm glad I found it at the convention. Because I think I bought this and I bought this at the same place. And so yeah, I sold this and I was like, I'm gonna buy this, and I sold this on the side for really cheap price. I was like, I'm gonna buy this too right away. They weren't out when you were in Japan? Oh really? They're new? Is it new? Did I buy a new product? Dang, that's pretty good. I didn't even know it was like a thing that just came out. Na 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 na. 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 Nice, got one leg down. More knifing with getting more of these out. What is this? Why do I have this? Why do I have this out? The heck? Wait, what the heck is this? Why is this out here? Oh, this is B3. Why do I have B3 out? Did it just come out? When is B3 used? I guess much later on. I guess it just came out. I'll put it on the side. You think? Oh, really? Oh, I got a good product then. That's cool. C14. But yeah, I'm knifing these things. I do have... Maybe I should buy a clipper. but I don't know. I don't really want to buy more things. Oh my god, I'm gonna break this motor kit, bro. Oh my god, it won't come out. What the heck? Feels like I'm cutting a little animal. I'm killing it. It won't come out. It's like I cut a chicken in half and it's still like squirming around. There we go. And then shove these things together. I think the last Gundam I made before today was the Gundam Seed Aegis Gundam when I was back in the US. I haven't built anything since then. That's kind of crazy. No, I built something else, I think. Do I have it here? Oh yeah, I built this. Well, this is like a super cheap Zaku. I built this when I was here actually. I built this very red Zaku. And then did I build? I think I also built Pacific Rim motor kit, but they might be before I built Aegis Gundam. Yeah, it is, right? I remember. Wow, did I mention this? I don't remember if I mentioned this to anybody that I built it, because it's just such a reddish Zaku. I was like, ah, it's too red. It'd be cool if I could color this thing actually, because I do love Char. I don't like Char as a character, but he's a pretty cool guy. Very weird guy too. What a weirdo. He's such a weird character, man. He has so many problems. He needs to go to therapy, dude. And then he just disappeared without going to therapy. Sad. And then who's the other character I was thinking of? Oh yeah, I was talking about this yesterday a little bit, but the Gundam Seed. That dude, what's his name? Rolu Croissant, right? That guy. He's a pretty cool character too, I think. Very I think Rolu Croissant is a more interesting character than Char in a sense. Maybe not 100%, but like when you think about the characters, like how, like, what do you call it, their motivation, the Rolu Croissant dude has a bit more stronger case than Char, I feel like. Cause Char, I don't know, like I get why he's so mad about humanity and whatnot, but I feel like he poured out his anger towards a wrong group of people, you know? Char's a pretty cool character though. I do love the mask that he has. Rolu Croissant's mask is pretty cool too. It's interesting how every Gundam, because of Char, has to have the classic mask-wearing character, even if it doesn't fit too well into the story. It's kind of bizarre, but also very funny to watch and see which character is the one with the mask. Let's keep watching, guys. I think the least favorite mask character in one of the Gundam series is probably well, no, actually, maybe not. I was gonna say the samurai dude in Gundam 00. But he's a cool character, but I feel like he didn't fit the mask character, you know? Like, I feel like they had to shove somebody in to wear a mask, and they're like, this guy. Let's have this guy wear a mask for no reason, even though his motivation for wearing a mask is different from, you know, how Char's supposed to be. So they just gave a random guy have a samurai mask, Bushido man, which is super lame, to be honest. And then he just kind of goes off doing weird things. But Gundam 00 wasn't too bad. I didn't like it as much as most people, I think, but I can see why people might enjoy it. I personally didn't like it at all when I first initially watched it, but I think the more I think about it, and then when I rewatch the clips on YouTube, I can appreciate people enjoying it. And then people also very ignore Gundam Age. That's a good show. I've definitely enjoyed Gundam Age more than Gundam 00, I think. It's a very aged show. It's a show for adults. And then Gundam Wing has the Tallgeese guy, right? As a mascot. Tallgeese is a pretty cool mobile suit. I kinda wanna buy that too. Maybe someday I'll buy Tallgeese and geese it up. Let's do this. And then this thingy goes in here. Oop, up. I can just do this actually. I don't even have to do one by one. I can just shove this in first. And then shove in the leg. But got 2 legs down. Actually no, I'm not done yet. I gotta shove this thing in. What is this thing? B12. B12. Oh my god, I'm just the little clicky noise as I shove it in. Shove the nice knife in. Oh yeah, speaking of knives, I mentioned earlier that I used to collect knives. I don't collect them anymore, but I remember showing my knife collection to this one guy in my law school, like one of a classmate. And like at first while I was showing it, I was like, you know, it's kind of weird hobby, but I got into this recently, you know. And he was like, no, that's cool. It's cool to collect knives, you know. So I was like, oh, okay, thanks. And then few months later, he was with me and some other people, and they were talking about weird hobbies, and somebody mentioned knives, and him in front of everybody was like, yeah, people who collect knives are freaking insane. I think they have a mental problem or something to the extent. And I stared at him with the full blank stare. I was staring at his face the whole time as he said that. And he saw me staring at him after he said that, and he became really quiet. But I was like, bro, you're really saying that in front of me, you know? Though I did give him credit, he didn't tell people that I'm a knife collector at the time. But I thought that was pretty funny. He's a pretty cool guy though. I keep in touch with him sometimes. Everybody that I went to law school with, I keep in touch at times. One thing that's really helpful with keeping touch is having social media, because like you don't have to make too much effort to keep in touch, but you just know that they're alive, and that's really all that matters, right? As long as you know that the person you used to associate with in the past is alive, you know, that's kind of good enough to associate, you know. And then when they have like a big news like getting married or, you know, having kids, then, you know, there's more news to look at, and you're like, oh cool, they're married now. Oh cool, they have a kid now, and then you kind of just move on with your life, you know. This is kind of weird that this thing kind of can come off so easily like this. But yeah, I guess because I'm using a knife, all these little white parts are still very visible on this plastic kit. But whatever. B13, B14. These are kind of bigger than it looks in the picture. Oh, one thing that's gonna be a problem is all this tiny little plastic dust on my desk. I'm gonna have to figure out how to quickly remove that once I'm done with everything, so I don't inhale any plastic, microplastic in my mouth like I do when I drink water. Wait, which one is B13 and 14? This is 14. What does B13 look like? Is it like this? Like this? Okay. And then PC7. PC Fire. PK Thunder. That's what it was, PK Thunder. PK Thunder! PK Fire! Does this look right? It looks right, right? You shove it in there. Okay. oh dang, this guy bands really well. I love watching this like gunpla and seeing how well they band. It's like, whoa, look at this dude. Look at him banding all the way down, bro. He's a flexible little mobile kit, mobile suit, you know. For a little grunt minion, he sure is mobile. For some reason, whenever I watch these kind of shows and like stuff, I always have a soft spot for the grunt minions or grunt mobile suits. I feel like they're some of the cooler looking ones. Even in like like Zaku, I love Zaku, and then I love the Tieran from Gundam 00. I love the way they look, man. I actually had a mobile suit, the gunpla kid of Tieran. It was so wacky because it couldn't stand up properly. It always fell. Its waist was so narrow and so weak. And then what other grunt are there? I like the grunt in Gundam Seed as well. The Zaku Warrior was okay, but I love the strike daggers. Strike daggers look pretty cool. Like when the strike daggers comes out for first time in Gundam Seed, man, I was like, oh, they look so cool. Look at them kicking butt. And then there's one scene I remember in Gundam Seed where 3 strike daggers like ram their beam saber into a Zaku Warrior, and that was a really cool scene. And then what else is there? The Gundam G Reconquista, whatever the name is. That show I think is not very good. I dropped. That was like one of the only Gundam series I dropped. That one and Double Zeta. But the Grunt mobile suit in that show I loved. I forgot. I don't know what it's called. But I think it's one of my favorite mobile suit actually. I think Iron Blooded Orphans, they have a pretty cool grunt mobile suits too. And the GMs, I love the GMs, man. GMs are so cool. Whew. Let me drink some water. A27 and B11. I wonder if I can finish this in time, because I do want to leave around like, let's say 5:30 in an hour. If I speedrun this, I could finish this in speedrun. If I do go quickly on this thing, I could finish this in an hour maybe, because Leo mobile suit is not a very difficult mobile suit. I am kind of glad I chose this one instead of the other ones, because if I was doing the other ones, I will 100% know I cannot finish it, but this one isn't too bad. How do I know which side is the right one? Does it matter? Like this image here doesn't help at all. It's like, what does it even mean? What do you, like, which side it, like oh wait, it does show. Oh, I get it. Oops. Okay. That was actually very making sense. Did I do it correctly? I did do this correctly. Okay. Makes sense. I thought it was being stupid, but I was being stupid. Understandable. Wait, did I put this in? Oh, I did put this in. B11. 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 Shove it in. Okay, good. I did it correctly. B14 and 16. And then PC7. No, 7. No. Shout out to this guy, whoever this guy is. Who is this guy? He must be somebody important. Let me see if it appears in the front page. Oh, wait, am I gonna dox anything if I go to the front page? No, there's no doxing here. But who is this dude? Why is he on the front page? I have no idea who he is. He must be some old court person, I guess. Well, shout out to whoever this guy is. I also think when I picked it up, all the little plastic dust fell out. So whoops, whatever. Clicky clicky click. There we go. Got the legs done. Nice, nice. Over here a bit. Legs. Now what's next? The little crotch area. I always love like building gunplas. There's always a little crotch area you gotta build, you know? Every Gundam's got a little crotch area. You gotta be careful building that, you know? C19. I also think a lot of Gundam designs are based on the samurai, like their helmet especially, right? It's very samurai-esque, I think. Like little visor, like a thing on their helmet. That's definitely very samurai inspired, I think. And then C20. A lot of other things they have on their face. I do love the first design of Gundam, the first Gundam. One thing I like reading, I remember reading some time back when I think it's like a spin-off manga about the first interaction with the first Gundam with the Zaku. Is that the Zaku pilot was like, you know, usually the mobile suits before the Gundam came out, you know, you had a mono eye, right? Like Zaku had a one mono eye that moves around, but Gundam was different because he had the little two eye thing. So they're like it's like a demon that has eyes, you know. It's pretty cool. I don't know if what I said just now made sense, but yeah. Yeah, but you know, yeah. Gundams are cool. I still do prefer the mono eye design. Like Zaku, Dome is probably one of my favorite mobile suit. Comfort I love. Comfort is definitely my favorite, I think, which I don't know why. I need to have a few more thoughts about Comfort and why I consider that to be my favorite, but I just loved it when I first saw it in that War in the Pocket. War in the Pocket is definitely one of my favorite Gundam series of all time. Thunderbolt and War in the Pocket. I like War in the Pocket too because it's so short. It's succinct. You know, it jumps right in to show you what it's all about. There's no fillers and there's no weird random moments. It's just pure episodic of what happens in the story. Very short story too. And cool mobile suits. Yo, Lopens, what up? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We're just doing a little bit of a gunpla building. Oh, what is this? This is C, I guess. It popped up, huh? Okay. A15. A15. Cut here. A lot of my area is hidden by or filled up by this this area, right? So I can just move this here a bit. Maybe I can put my finished products over here. And then move it down this a bit. I think having a lamp as a place to have my little phone is kind of good because it's free, but definitely has limitations. So maybe I should buy some sort of a camera stand in the future. One thing I kind of want to do on October is in October I'm doing the October stream marathon charity thing, and I'm just gonna be playing horror games. I think one thing I want to do as an incentive for donations is I'm thinking about like every $10 or every dollar is one push-up, but then every like $20 is like 30 push-ups. So I might like do some sort of incentive like that. And then if there's like a goal reached, I do a certain amount of maybe oh, it flew off. certain amount of like plank, maybe. I don't know. I still gotta figure it out. But like I don't really have anything else to offer, you know. So I'm offering my body, as you could say, I'm offering my body for the charity, you know. So we'll see. But to do that, I need to have a good camera so that people can see that I'm actually doing push-ups and whatnot as a proof. So I gotta figure that out and think about it. But yeah, I think my camera is not very good though. It's very old iPhone. And Camo, I don't know if it's a good app to use as a camera. Oh, there's a little piece here that I want to cut out. Didn't come out with a knife. This is a nice song. C1. I like how jazzy this song is. I like jazz. I remember when I used to have a bunch of songs in my phone. One like album I had was just called Jazz, and it was just a bunch of jazz music. And one of the jazz song I had was from what is that? Is it the right place? It is. One was from Ace Attorney, even though I never played the game. But Ace Attorney had this one song that was super jazzy, and I was like, yo, this song is good, and I downloaded it. And I still have it in my iTunes, but not in my phone, because I don't have songs in my phone anymore, because I'm sick and tired of downloading everything, and I don't want to pay monthly for subscription based. I don't like paying monthly for anything. It's kind of annoying just thinking about it. But everything these days is monthly subscription, so it's becoming more and more annoying, and I'm feeling more and more like a boomer who doesn't like the new things. It's like the Simpsons episode when Abe Simpson is like, back in the day I thought I was cool, but now you guys are cool. But soon you guys won't be cool anymore too, or something to that effect. I don't remember fully what he said. It was a lot funnier the way he said it, but yeah, you know. Wait, which one's 13 and which one's 17 again? Crap. Okay, this is 13 because you got the little circle on the side. Yeah, right here, circle. Okay, so like this, and then like this here, and then this way. It's a circle on the side this way. Nice, we got the little crotch area. The waist. Oh, they call it waist, but it's really a crotch. The little crotch area, nice, very nice. And now his body. Oh, we're almost there. We're a few steps ahead. Let me just actually. Can I put this in now? Like, I like to. I gotta duct tape this again. I gotta duct tape my lamp again so the camera stands still and doesn't go down. This duct tape's almost over too. Alright, how should I duct tape this to stay there? I think over here. I think right here needs to be duct taped. There we go. Ingenuity. Yeah, this is my old iPhone that I use as a camera, and this old lamp I found. This lamp is also Korean. Look at this lamp. I'll show you. It has the Asian plug, right? So it's not even useful. I can't even use it at all. So, you know, and I found it in the basement. So I was like, you know what? Just use it. You know, why not just use it? Well, I originally brought it upstairs to use as a lamp for my room, but I think this is better. But yeah, I do feel like I might need to get a better camera thing. But yeah, one thing I was gonna say before I saw the camera is I like to just shove these things right away, even though it doesn't tell you to do it in the instructions, just so I can see the progress. And look at this! Little greeny boy. He got his old little crotch area fixed up. Look at that. Yeah, and oh, the heck, this thing pops up so easily. And he can, oh, look at that. Oh, look at him bending over, man. Look at that. He's on his knees, bro. Did anybody ever make a Gundam sequence where the Leo just bending over like this, and then Gundam Wing is like about to kill him or whatever. That'd be a pretty cool scene to see. But yeah. Anyways, got this part done. Let's put it here, and now we do a body. C8. Is it back to origin? Oh no, it's not. Okay, C3. C3 is right here. Into my life. Alright, C3. B1, B1, B2. Oh, he flew. Daba daba. Daba daba. Daba daba. Daba daba. Daba daba. Daba daba. Wait, watch what? These two are B1, so it goes like this. Okay. Daba daba. No, no. No 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 A7 and A8. A7 and 8. I remember before I used a knife, I used to just twist them out with my finger back in the day with my hand. I don't know if that's worse. That's probably worse, right, than a knife? Knife is still not that good. The clipper is probably the best, but I don't know, man. I'm not a hardcore hobbyist. I'm not committed to any of my hobbies, man. If I was committed, it would not. I don't know. What am I saying? I was about to say if I was committed, it would not be a hobby, but that's not true. It would be a committed hobby, but yeah. None of the hobbies I really get into, I like follow everything like super step by step. Even like going to the gym, like I don't follow all the little instructions that people would otherwise tell me to do. Cause like I have like some friends and I have people I meet online and people like that who always tell me like you have to do exercise this way, that way. I'm like, I don't care about that. I just do it my way. That's easier, you know. And then it works out. It's all good, you know. As long as you don't hurt your body, you know. You don't have to be super optimized. You can just do it the way you want, you know. Like these days, I think the new trend in the gym is like be optimized, you know. But I don't know, man. Who cares about being super optimized? Just as long as you do the exercise and as long as you're consistent, you know. Numero 6. Oh, it's already popped out there. Okay, this way. So even this hobby building, I guess, it's like people will be like optimize it by using a clipper, but I don't know, man. It's too much work, bro. And then yeah, even fighting games, right? Being optimizing probably means like labbing everything 100% and whatnot, but you know, just go have fun, you know. That's what I do. And I guess back in the day when I was into Warhammer, optimizing would be like priming the plastic model kit before you do everything on it, right? But I did not prime my plastic kit, plastic model. What do you even call those Warhammer figures? Plastic figures? I never like primed those before, which I'm guessing, which I know is wrong, but I did not want to prime those things, dude. I didn't want to buy a spray painter thing just to use that and whatever, you know. So yeah, man, my hobbies are not very optimized, but I do it because I enjoy it, and that's what really matters, to be honest, because they're hobbies. Oz, what up? Gunpla stream, yeah, it became a Gunpla stream. It was going to be me building this thing. It was going to be me building this thing, but this thing sucks, so I'm not building this anymore. And I finished building this already, which is right over here. And then I had some time to spare, so I thought I should build the easiest model kit I have, the easiest gunpla I have, which is Leo. So I'm building Leo right now. I like Leo. I have never watched Gundam Wing, but I do appreciate Leo and the way Leos look. It's a very simplified looking grunt, and I like grunts. And now we can put the body here. Look at that. We're almost there. We got the leg, the crouch, the body. Now we're gonna get to the arms and the head, and we're done with this dude. Look at this guy. He's on his knees. Can you even see this properly? Yeah, see, he's on his knees. And he can sit down. Well, he can't bend. Oh, he can bend this way. Look at that, that's cool. He can like bend like this. Oh yeah, I remember trying one of those Metal Million Falcon kits and didn't enjoy it? Yeah. I realized very early on that I am not gonna enjoy the Metal Earth kit thing, and I'm not gonna buy it at all. That was a very easy and fast way for me to learn why Metal Earth series is not that popular. And I'm not gonna buy it from them anymore. Which is unfortunate because the design does look pretty cool. Like, look at this. Like, this looks really cool, right? I would have loved to build this. You know, I would have loved to see this. But the bending thing is so annoying. It's so tiny. It's so tiny. How do you expect people to build it? Like, how? I think you need to have those like really like those like super intense hobby magnifier glass just to see the tiny holes. It's crazy, man. People are crazy. Crazier that they expect other people to enjoy it. Imagine a kid bought the thing and was begging his dad to build it for him. Oh my gosh, that would be so bad. I'll feel so bad for the dad if the kid was like, "Daddy, build me this Imperial Star Destroyer," and the dad's like, "Bro, I cannot put these pieces together, man." And the kid is like, "How can you not be able to do this? You suck, Dad." Oh man, that'd be a terrible experience. All because of a bad product. Oh, that reminds me. I remember way back in the day, my younger brother wanted to have a tent get pitched in the living room. You know, he wanted to have a tent in our room for some reason. So my mom and dad were like, "Hey, dshim, go pitch this tent, even though you never done it before. Just try and figure it out. Good luck." And so I spent like a good 40-50 minutes trying to pitch a tent in the living room. And it was difficult, you know? It's hard to pitch a tent if you don't know what you're doing. So I was struggling and I was getting mad, so I started like cursing and whatever. And my dad was in the other room, and he heard me cursing. He got really mad at me for no reason. He was like, "Why are you cursing? Why are you mad?" And I'm like, "I'm cursing at this tent because I'm mad. I'm struggling to build this thing." And then he was like, "You can't be cursing at an inanimate object. You must be cursing at me." And I was like, "Bro, what are you talking about? That makes zero sense." But he got really mad at me, and I was like, "Bro, forget this," and I gave up making the tent. And my younger brother was there too, and I think like he like saw what was going on, or he heard it, so he kind of stopped asking for a tent. It was a very interesting moment. And then like years later, I mentioned it to my dad, and he was like, "I don't remember that." I'm like, "Bro, of course you wouldn't." Oh man, not like this. I know, right? I mean, one thing about family like this is that we do kind of laugh about it now. Like my dad, I mean, I had a lot of fighting moments with my parents, but I think now when we talk about it, we kind of laugh about it. So I think it's all good. That's what happens with families, you know. Things happen like that. But yeah, that was I laugh at that when I think about it. It is pretty funny. If you ever catching cursing an object, video record that. I know, right? Oh man, I do find it funny now. I think at the time I was like very annoyed by it, but when I do think about it now, I do think it's pretty funny. Just the way that the whole sequence happened. Like, how random is that, right? And all over a stupid dumb tent pitching, you know? Man. And I still don't fully know how to pitch a tent now. I think the other, after that time, the only other time I went to pitch a tent was like a few years ago actually, when I went camping with some of the friends here in this area. And that was like my first time camping with a tent like that. Because before, when I went out into the wilderness for a camping kind of thing, it was always like at a cabin, right? So actually pitching a tent and sleeping in a tent was a pretty interesting experience. I don't know if I fully enjoy it, or if I would go out of my way just to go pitch a tent and sleep in it, but if I was dragged by my friends to go do it, I would, relatively speaking, enjoy it, you know? A lot of the things I do outside are things that I don't do on my own, but more so that I have friends who tell me to go with them, and I go like, sure, why not? So I don't mind it though, because I do enjoy it when I do things with them. For example, next weekend I think I'm going to a rapper concert. I don't care about rap, I don't do rap songs, but I have a friend who really wants to go, and out of all the other friends, I'm the only one who can make time for it. So I was like, you know what, let's do it, I'll do it, I'll go with you, bro. And he was very happy. And you know, I'm pretty excited about it. I've never been to a rapper's concert before. I've been to different kind of concert before, but not this kind of concert, so I'm pretty excited to see what it'd be like, you know? I wouldn't have gone on my own if somebody told me about it. I'd be like, bro, I don't give a crap about that rapper though, man. But if it's with a friend, you know, it should be fun, you know? So yeah, I should have a good time, right? Oh, no wonder it wasn't getting inside. It was wrong. Yeah, there we go. Now I should go in. C11, 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 C11 is this thing. I knew it. I knew it. I do feel like many of the things that you do are things that you do because people ask you to do it with them, and many times it turns out to be something you do enjoy, you know? Like for example, another example I can give is when I lived in a state in the US, I never explored the city that I lived in. They have a lot of good museums and a lot of good places to visit, but I never went to those things. Because like, I was talking about this to somebody yesterday, but when you live somewhere, you never explore the area. You only explore a place when you go there for the purpose of visiting, right? But if you live there and you're busy working and living and, you know, doing stuff, you don't think about exploring the area unless you're like super free, which is very rare when you're working, you know? So I had a friend visit from hometown, and he was visiting, so he was like, yo, let's go explore, what's around here? And I was like, bro, I have no idea, man. I don't travel here, bro. I'm just working. I'm just going to school. And so he's the one who dragged me around, and we went to all those really cool museums I've never been to. And I was like, oh, that's cool, man. I didn't know this town I lived in for 3 years had this many cool things, you know? And I now know because my friend who came to visit dragged me out. Wow, look at that. Who would have known, you know? It's pretty fun. So I think it's good to try out new things that you would otherwise not do when you're pushed by your friends to do it, you know? Like, what is it? A few weeks ago, at like 9 PM, I went to a random Bay Area because one of my friends was like, there's a bioluminescence happening. We should go check it out at 9-10 PM on a weekday, and next day you have work, but still, let's go. The drive is gonna be like an hour, but let's go to this bay and check it out. And I was like, you know what, sure, why not? So I drove like an hour to a bay, parked in this random dark area where if I disappeared, no one would know where I went, because like we parked in a very sketchy area or very unknown area. And the bioluminescence wasn't as visible, but it was still a cool experience, you know? Oh, I have to do this twice. Build the arms twice. Oh, the shoulder. So build a shoulder twice, and then this was for the right hand, and the next I build the left arm. That's how it goes, right? Yeah, so build this first again. So it'd be like this, I guess, huh? Nice! I got one arm done, and it's only 448. This is going very... This is also very tiny. This Leo is a tiny Leo. Wow, he's a tiny boy. Very cute. Look how cute he is. He's so tiny. What a tiny boy. Look at this little fella. Look at this fella. Alright, let's build the shoulder. B6 and 7. Anyways, the bioluminescence thing was pretty cool. I didn't know they had such a thing in my town. So I went and checked it out. It wasn't as bright as it showed in the pictures, which makes sense because the ones that shown in the pictures are from the very tropical area, I think, while the place I went to was not a... Well, I guess while the place I live in is not very tropical. But it was still very cool. It was a very nice experience, you know? And we kayaked around the really dark waters at like 10 PM. So that was pretty cool too. I haven't kayaked in a long time still. You know, doing those things that you wouldn't otherwise do can be pretty fun. So yeah, good times. Good times were had by all and all that. I gotta start drinking water again soon. I'll do it after I finish the shoulder. Ooh, this is pretty fun though. I'm kinda liking this whole gunpla building stream. Maybe I'll do more next time. When I have more hours to spend, maybe I'll do one of the longer ones. Oh, I flew. And then maybe I'll do like a long stream of just building one and like finish it there and then. Just to say that I did it on one sitting. Cause usually when I start building something, I have to finish it. I don't think I ever had a had a plastic kit that I left unfinished while working on it. Yeah, I think every plastic kit I have in my house, I built all of them, each of them in one sitting. Not all of them, that'd be crazy. But each of them in one sitting. But then again, I never really worked on a very big plastic kit, so. And also, if I do want to work on a bigger one, I should buy a tweezer and a clipper. Maybe I should buy a professional plastic kit hobbyist clipper instead of one of those carpenter one, so I can feel more like a professional hobbyist. So maybe I'll buy one on Amazon later today. B4. Bingo. Alright, let's see. Shove this in. C11. I feel kind of barbaric just shoving my knife into these things. Snap, crackle, pop. Do people still eat Rice Krispies? The snap, crackle, pop guys? Cause I remember watching so many commercials of the Rice Krispies back then, but I don't see them anymore. But I guess one thing that I think somebody mentioned, I don't remember who, was that many of the products that are now like really well recognized, they don't have to advertise anymore. You know, like a lot of cereals don't advertise anymore because everybody knows it, right? Like the Tony the Great. I think no, Tony the Great still does advertisement, but not as much. Is this bent? Did I bend my knife? No, okay. But then again, I guess we don't see too many commercials now because we don't watch TV anymore. But they still advertise on like Twitch and like YouTube, right? But yeah, Rice Krispies, I remember there's always a joke about the snap, crackle, pop, and that's the sound that people make when they get killed, right? Where did I hear that before? I definitely heard that somewhere before. Oh, I'm doing the wrong side, I think. Oh, did I take out 8? Is this? This is A12, right? It's like this, and it's like this, and it's this. Well, this song is super interesting. This kid is really going at it. There's a new gacha game that I got into recently. It's not really a game because it doesn't really have a gameplay. It's very idle, but I like it because I've been looking for an idle game to kind of get into that gives me a feeling of more accomplishment than I will get in the other idle game that I also play a little bit, AFK Arena. AFK Arena is a decent game, but for an idle game, it requires a lot of commitment, and I don't like that. If I want to play an idle game, I want the idle game to not have to commit so much to it, you know? Like, it's idle for a reason. It's idle so that you don't have to commit to it, but you still have the illusion of progress, right? So I found this new game called Isekai, Slow Life. And it's super weeby and it's super, like, weird. But it gives me a pretty good sense of accomplishment without me doing anything. So I feel pretty good about playing the game. Or not playing the game, it's not a game, but about having the app open. Oh dang, the tape didn't fully get taped. I have to retape it. Stay there, bro. But yeah, there's a game called idle game called well, let me dust off the plastic stuff first. There's a idle app named Isekai Slow Life, and it's basically reincarnated as a slime anime, but it's not slime because that's gonna be too close to home. But it's you're basically a mushroom, but you become a human when you level up. Wow! And then you get a bunch of like husbandos and waifus, and you do nothing, and the town kind of grows, and you accomplish stuff, and you get more character, you get more PNGs, and it's a pretty interesting game. I do enjoy it. It gives me a sense of satisfaction without doing anything really, so kudos to them, you know? They know how to make my little brain tingle by doing nothing. And it has zero commitment, so I like that too. A1. The first sure be the last. And then I'm also getting back into the old gacha games I used to play. Like I was playing Azure Lane today a bit. Azure Lane is a decent game too. I think like you don't have to commit to the game, which I like. If there's a good gacha game but you have to commit to it, then I can't play it, man. I don't want to commit to any mobile games, bro. It's a mobile game for a reason. So yeah, like games like Genshin Impact and Honkai Bonkai, whatever. I can't get into those games. It's too much commitment for me. Azure Lane doesn't require any commitment, so I like that. It does require a bit of commitment in the sense of like dailies you do have to do dailies by clicking things without any auto. But it's pretty relatively fast to do the daily stuff. And the gameplay is pretty easy too. You don't have to do too much things. What else is there? Arknights is a fun game, but Arknights is a game that requires commitment, especially when you level up, when you go ahead in story, because the stages get more annoying and gets harder. And also, I think the pity system in Arknights, the gacha system, is a lot rougher than the other games. Speaking of gacha, I started Fate recently, but it didn't really get me hooked as much as I hoped. Arknights was fun. Arknights was fun! I did have a good time with Arknights, yeah. I still do have a very soft spot for Arknights due to how much fun I have playing the game. And really good characters too. I love the characters in Arknights. They have really good characters. And the designs, and I still do like them. Like, I bought some stickers for Arknights when I was at the anime convention. And if I looked around more, I feel like or if I stayed around longer and had more purpose to buy things, I would have bought Arknight's poster maybe, but I didn't. And for Fate, yeah, I haven't opened my Fate game in a while. Definitely is hard to get into, I feel like. I think Fate, I was telling a friend who tried to get into it as well. With Fate Grand Order, you either have to really like the story, or you have to really like the characters and the series. Or else it's a really, really, really boring game. Fate Grand Order is one of the most boring game I've ever played, but I do like the game. Like the gameplay of Fate Grand Order is so bad. No offense to anybody who made it, but oh my gosh, man, such a boring gameplay. The game itself is good. I personally like the game a lot. I enjoyed it greatly, but the gameplay is so boring. The story is hard to follow for me. I get that too. The story, I think to get the story, like, do you watch any of the Fate series, like Fate Stay Order, no, Fate Stay Night, Fate Zero, Fate Apocrypha? You have not? So yeah, I think for you to get the story, you have to first watch those shows. And I think Fate Stay Night, the first anime, is not too good. I didn't like it. But Fate Zero is one of my favorite animes of all time. And Fate Apocrypha, I really love. Mostly because of its characters. So Fate Apocrypha is really good. Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works, the anime series, not the movie, because the movie one is really bad. That one is really good too. There are some that are really bad. Like a Fate Extra Encore is really, really bad. I watched it. I kinda enjoyed it a little bit due to the characters, but the story itself is super bland and super boring. But yeah, I think you have to understand the premise of the story. I think Fate Grand Order was made for Fate fans, right? So they kind of didn't do too well in getting newcomers to get into it, because you know they know that the fans of the anime is gonna get into it, or fans of the what is it, visual novel and whatnot are gonna get into it and gonna gobble it up and pay everything for it, you know, like pay so much money for that game, dude. Holy crap. I've paid money for the game too, so I can't really blame them, but not as much as some other people out there who go crazy with the gacha games. I wouldn't consider myself a whale, but I've definitely spent a bit of money on certain games. So I can't blame people when they say they paid for gacha. Actually, no, if I do ask people if they pay for a gacha they play and they say yes, then you know, I kind of respect that. Oh crap. Because you know, like, they're committed to an extent, you know. But yeah, Fate series I do like. I do have a huge soft spot for Fate series due to how much it tickles my brain for historical figures all fighting each other. Cause that is such a what is it? That is such a like a tickling your brain kind of entertainment, you know? All the historical figures who get together and fight. Like, dang, I love that, thinking about that, you know? Like, I used to imagine after watching Fate Stay Night, even though the anime itself wasn't good, it made me think like, what other characters would I want as a servant, you know? Like other historical figures who have not appeared yet, you know? Like, you know, it definitely tickle my brain of like fantasy of what other characters would I like to see, you know? Like, I actually even have a list on my laptop somewhere. It has a list of all the historical figures that I would like to see in Fate Stay Night before the thing expanded to what it is now, because there's too many characters now. But yeah, and also that made me start researching about a bunch of histories too, because I think I posted it on Twitter some time back, but I made this Excel sheet of all the civilizations' histories, right? And that kind of began around the same time, because I was interested in all the historical figures, like what were they doing while this thing was happening, you know? Like, Like what was happening in Europe when Japan and Korea had a war, right? Like when samurais invaded South Korea, like, no, when samurais invaded Joseon of Korea, what was happening in Europe? You know, I was curious about that, you know, because I'm all about the history stuff, you know. So I had a whole like research back in the day about what every nation did in certain years and whatnot. So I have that on up on the Twitter somewhere. So that was pretty fun to do. I did it back in college, I think. And I also did this whole, I haven't mentioned this to anybody, but I have a whole long text file of all the historical figures and like names and things about every country. Like for example, Iraq, you know, is like, is it Iraq? Iran has a Persian Empire. So what were the important figures during the Persian Empires? How many empires eras were there? What were the names of these like empires, like units, you could say, you know? So I did so many research on those things. And then Iran, Iran was a Persian Empire. Iraq was the had their own figures. And then there was also like the what is it? There was another thing I was doing. What was it? Well, what is? Oh, it's this way. And then the Assyrians, the Babylonians. You know, in the, I think that's Iraq. Yeah, Babylonians and Assyrians, and you know, like all those things, right? Like all those like figures that I was interested in. I like researched everything about it. So it was pretty fun doing that. So I have a text somewhere that shows like the Teutonic Knights, you know, in the Estonia, Latvia, I think, has a Teutonic Knights, but they have a German association. So what does that mean, you know? And then China has so many diverse things too, you know. Like, and then I have so many. I should look into that thing because I had so many different like historical like names and phrases and eras and stuff, like Thailand and like Philippines and Laos. Like what were they like back in the day? What kind of empires were they part of? You know, like researching everything. And I remember when I was in Korea, when I was doing an internship for a law firm in Korea during the summer, like I sat in the office with another lawyer. Well, no, I sat in the office with a Korean lawyer, so he could see what I was doing on my computer. And when I wasn't working, you know, I should at least pretend I'm doing something important, right? So, oh, this guy looks really cool. I like the way he's positioning his hand. So one thing I did is I went on a Wikipedia binge about the Eastern European and the Central Asian history while he was like looking at me, right? So like, it seems like I'm doing research, but I was just reading about the Balkanians, the Greeks, the Albanians, the Turkey, Georgia, Albania, Mongolia, and then those Central Asian countries. What are they called? I forgot the names already. Wow, it's been a while. But I was like researching about like what was Albania doing while, you know, Ottoman Empire invaded like Europe, like. Because I read that Albanians have a lot of Muslim residents, right? So what was that all about? Like, why was that the case? Like, how did they deal with it? Blah blah. So I was just researching so much about that, and it was really cool. And I like wrote down so many notes on my little documents about all those things that happened and all the figures. It was a really good time. So one thing I kind of wanted to do that I probably will not be doing due to commitment is have some sort of world built where every country is at their prime of their history and they rely on what is it? They rely on the historical figures, but in a future sci-fi kind of sense, you know, like I imagined US being very diesel punk, you know, with their Sherman tanks, but like, you know, it walks in two legs or something. And then I think I imagine Spain to be steampunk, I think. And I think I also imagine England to be diesel punk too, but a little bit earlier era kind of vibe. And then Something like that, yeah. I had a whole like text file describing everything like that. I'm almost done with this thing, aren't I? Now I gotta build a shield. He has a shield. He doesn't need a shield in the way I'm making him. I like the gun part. Like if you look at the artwork here, he has a gun or sword and shield. I like the gun one better, so I don't have to make the sword and shield. But what if he has a gun with a shield? Wouldn't it be cooler? Like shield goes on the shoulder, right? Yeah, let's try that. That's another kind of thing I like to imagine. Any sort of like fantasy and sci-fi mixed together. So soldiers who has a gun but also a shield, right? Because I think they had that in World War One. I think in World War One, people had shields because like at the time at least the guns didn't go through the shield too well yet or something, or they still believed that they could block with the shield. So I think people in World War One, like even I think the game, what is it, Battlefield 1? Didn't that game have a character who has like armor? I think that's pretty cool. I like the idea of an armored soldier using a gun. I don't know, something about that just seems really cool to me, aesthetic wise. So I think that's pretty cool too. Let me drink some water. Okay, so you replace the little shoulder thing with the shield. That's a lot cooler. Yeah, let's do that. The shield looks cooler than the little, what the heck? The little plastic piece fell off. It looks cooler than the little shorter part. Speaking of this plastic thing, back when I was really into Warhammer, one thing I like to do in Warhammer is that, one thing in Warhammer, I really didn't like painting. Painting was not my favorite thing in Warhammer collecting, but I love to do kit bashing. And I love to have every character. See, I already took it out. I want to have every character in my Warhammer collection to have some sort of unique vibe, is how you could say it. Unique feel to it. So like the first characters I made, which I think were like Chaos Space Marines, they all look very different and they all had their own thing going on. Like one guy, I think I gave him Grey Knight Spear, so he looked very cool. And then another guy I think had like a... I tried to make each of them very unique, I guess is what I'm saying. Definitely harder to do to build an army, but as a hobby of collecting them, it was pretty fun to do. And one thing I did with the plastic kit is that these nubs, if they fell off, I'll keep it. Because maybe I'll use it as a kit bashing for Warhammer kits, but I don't think it ever happened. And I still have my Warhammer models, I think. I have a lot actually. Like I mentioned earlier that I used to go to SAT institutions to study for SAT to get into college because they don't teach that by themselves, especially in Canada. So the teacher who taught SAT there was also a Warhammer guy, which was really cool. And he had tons of Warhammer collection from the 90s. So really old Space Marines, like really old Warhammer models that is not produced anymore. That kind of look crappy but still really cool. And he sold the whole thing to me for like $200, $400. So I have a huge collection of old Warhammer Space Marines and stuff in my basement somewhere. So really cool stuff. I hope he's doing well. That guy was a really cool guy. I like talking to him a lot. I think I was also his favorite student because we clicked really well. Because we were both into Warhammer. I was like the only guy in that academy who was into Warhammer, so we clicked really well. Like he was also pretty nerdy. Everybody else who went to the institution, every other Korean guys that went there were like, you know, those like cool guys who tried to be cool and whatever, right? Like fight at school and whatever. But he and I were like very nerdy, so we clicked really well. So we talked about Warhammer, we talked about like other fun things. So I think I was his favorite student. So you know, we did really well. I pity my wallet if I ever got into collecting Warhammer. Yeah, they are pricey, man. I spent so much money on them. One of my thing I do is when I get stressed, especially when I'm studying for the exam, I spend a lot of money, right? And my first year of law school, my binge spending was on Warhammer. So I went on eBay.com and found a whole lot of cool looking Warhammer miniatures and bought so much, and then I did nothing with them. It was just like binge spending to do nothing with the collections I got. Cause at the time, I really felt like I was gonna get into Warhammer again. Like I thought I was gonna start collecting Warhammer armies again and build my own little Grey Knights and or custodians and whatever, and then like get into Warhammer, but I never did. And then after first year law school, I learned about gacha. So my second year and third year binge spending while studying for the last year of exams was on gacha. Especially on Fire Emblem Heroes. I spent quite a amount of money on Fire Emblem Heroes because that was the only gacha game I played during my second and third year of law school. And I wanted to get all those fancy PNGs, So much money was spent on Fire Emblem Heroes. That was one of my first gacha games. Yeah, right? Fire Emblem Heroes. I don't play it at all anymore because that game you do have to be committed to grind because that has no auto battle. But I do have soft spot for the game. You can auto battle if you pay monthly, but that is so stupid. But I did used to do that. I used to spend monthly on Fire Emblem Heroes just so I can do auto battle. Oh my gosh, man, that game really took. Oh man, I kind of regret all the money. I mean, no, I regret parts of spending money on it. Anyways, here's Leo. Actually looks really cool. I really like how it looks. I love the way he's holding the gun too. It looks so cool. I guess the only thing is he can't move his head around, which I guess is meant to be like that. So he can't really position to really look at where he's shooting. Yeah, he can't look at where he's shooting. That's so weird. Never spent the money on it. Never spent a cent on it though. That's good. You don't have to. Fire Emblem Heroes is not worth the money spent on it. Because I mean, if I think about it now, I don't play the game at all. So, but I did enjoy spending games on it. Whoa, what was on the camera? Camera just lagged out for a second there. Anyways, here's Leo. Looks really cool. I'm very happy with it. I'm glad I built it. He looks really cool. He looks really cute. Look at this cute little fella. Look at this cute little fella. Let me zoom into the camera here. He got a little gun. He's holding it. He got a little hand holding onto the little handle there. Very cute. His legs are very. I love this simplistic design. Like one thing I like about like mechas is when they're simple looking. I prefer simplistic looking mechas more than like very intricate designed. I don't know, like the blocky vibe of the mechas, like the Mech Warriors and the Zakus. I prefer that over like fancy looking mechas. Like many of the Gundams are way too fancy looking, and I don't like it. I like the simplistic looking mechas a lot better, and simplistic looking Gundams I like better. So this guy's really cool. I like the way he looks. He looks so simple. I love it. Look at the way he looks, man. Oh, he leg fell out. Let me grab his leg. Anyways, what time is it? 5:16. I should start heading out soon. Let me see if anybody has chatted in the here it is. This song is very vibing. I like this song. Anyways, I might end it here though, because I did finish what I planned to do. Well, I didn't plan on doing gunpla, but I did accomplish my goal of streaming today, which was to build this. Not build this, so I accomplished that. This thing sucks. I'm never buying Meta Earth again. I'm sorry, but they are not good. I also built this. Relatively speaking, I built it, even though all I had to do was click on it. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I could end the stream now, eh? Let me see, who's streaming right now? Who could I raid while I think about what else to do and what else to talk about?
Probably today I'm not gonna stream anymore. Why is the camera like lagging, bro? Or falling apart? I'm not gonna be streaming much today at all, probably, because I am gonna be busy going to a local tournament and then coming back late, probably. Even if the local tournament ends early, I do plan to try and make it to a birthday party for a friend that's happening. So if I can't make it to the birthday party, it's because the tournament went longer. But if the tournament ends early, I'm going to the birthday party. So either way, whatever happens, I'll be coming home late today. So no streaming rest of today. Tomorrow, I don't have anything planned, so probably will stream tomorrow. I kind of want to get into some more games. Scargles yesterday was pretty fun, so it'd be nice to play that more game maybe. But yeah, thank you guys for coming in. I think I'll end the stream here now and then raid somebody. Let me see. Who's streaming? Oh my gosh, the duct tape is really falling. Look at my little belly here. The duct tape is really falling apart. I gotta really figure out a better way to duct tape everything in. Or maybe just get like an actual stand. So one thing about this iPhone too, this really old iPhone, is it's really overheating. Like I'm touching the iPhone right now, it's hot. That's crazy, bro. I have to get a better phone for a camera. Anyways, let's go raid Booping Bats. I followed her some time back because she was streaming Idol Showdown. And it seems like a pretty fun person, so let me turn off the Chrome so that when I go to her channel you don't hear any sound anymore. But let's kind of chill around a bit while I'm going through the ads. Yeah, I'll stream tomorrow. I'll try to stream on the other weekends too. And on October, I'm doing the spooky October marathon thing where the money will be donated to the hospitals for kids. I guess discuss more about it when it comes up. And I'm gonna be playing horror games or scary games. So Alien Isolation for sure, Resident Evil 3 because now that I've received it from Akai, shout out to her. And there's some other games I can play too. So and maybe another gunpla building during October too. I also realized what the heck is this little dot? This feels really unfinished. The little dot edge here feels like I'm supposed to put something on it, but I'm not. It's the way it is. That's weird. And yeah, I'm also gonna do an incentive. I mentioned earlier incentive of. I'm gonna put this here too. I'm gonna do an incentive of doing like exercises while I stream. So if you guys like give me money, I'll do push-ups and planks and whatever. We'll see. I'll figure it out. I'll think about it more. Anyways, thank you guys for coming in. Hope you guys have the rest of the good day, good night. Here's a little bit of a linky links. We're gonna raid Booping Bats. She is playing Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Haven't seen that in a while. So let's go say hi to her and then we'll end the stream and then I'm gonna start heading out to the local tournament. It's gonna be an hour drive, so wish me luck. And bye bye, bye bye, bye bye. I'll end this stream with a week.